Hello. Finding it very hard to speak. You may not have seen the earlier video, and I'm only just getting myself back to the same position here. I'm extremely shaken. I'm still finding it very, very difficult, so I'm going to waste more energy and speak to the camera, because for some reason hearing my own voice stands me a chance of making things a little bit better. I don't know if it's because it's my ego or something else, but I'm going to persist. Even though I'm really struggling to see a point to it. And I've got my mental health right now in the background making grunting noises. And unfortunately, I can't turn around and punch it in the face, which is what I would do if it was a human being. And I'm an absolutely non-violent person. I'm going to talk through that video, the post just now. My mental health is really putting a lot of pressure and antagonising me a great deal. Over the past week especially, it's been very relentless. And I'm going to cook at the same time. Where do I start? So let me start by picking up where what happened thereafter. So thereafter, I tried to remedy what I was experiencing by using a massage gun to try and combat the tension and the twisting. And what I can say for definite is that the anxiety and the panic I experience in the moment, the massage gun is a great remedy for. Somehow the vibrations in my body massively ease the anxiety. And I probably did that for around an hour. Had a shower, and now I'm back here. Whereas if I didn't use the massage gun, that could have just been continuing, and could have run all night. It really could have, without exaggerating. It could have just, the panic in me, the anxiety, I just can't process whatsoever, and I would have been a mess all night, possibly until I pass out, if I pass out. And then who knows if it carries on when I wake up. So I'm going to talk through that because it's very important. I say very important. I think it has implications beyond just my life. And I think the implications beyond my life, where it might affect others, others may not have the same awareness to certain aspects of it, but I do. Now, you're going to have to bear with me for just one moment. Now, there's something I missed out there, and right, first of all, it just this is like me jumping in the fucking sauna. This almost, but it's unfortunate because where my body is very weak and I'm very, very tired to the energy, and I can feel my body slumping. This is this makes me almost have to assert my spine and my bones, and it picks me up, and that is these strange shoes. I have to balance to walk. It seems to be very good for my posture. I might only be doing it for 5 minutes, I might be doing it for longer, but you'll see me wobbling all over the place, don't worry. I've not fallen over yet, but today could be the first, who knows. What I wanted to touch upon is I was screaming, and I'm well aware of how that comes across to my neighbours. I don't care about Facebook, the video. But for my neighbours, I'm well aware. And I'm well aware how the noise from the massage gun for a whole hour, really between 9 and 10 o'clock on a Friday night, must ruin lives. But I've got to live, you know, I've got to have a life, and if I'm not going to be forced medication, which would ruin my life anyway, I'd be even more of a literal walking zombie. And I'm really going to try and change the way I'm speaking because I'm getting bored of it. I'm given the opportunity for life. Unfortunately, that is that is a very strong element of my mental health. And if I'm not going to get support that is adequate to my requirements, and when I take myself to hospital to surrender to this sickness that is modern day society that we live in, and I have to surrender to taking the medication, and I surrender to the situation where it would be a short-term stay, but I get messed around by staff and doctors. I'm not going to feel bad, unfortunately, about putting that noise on my neighbours. I can't take on extra stress. It's just going to make me scream even more. This is what happened earlier this year and really did amplify the situation. And I don't know how I'm speaking now. You know, it's a joke that I'm speaking now. I sound coherent in any way because nobody can go through that. Nobody can go through that and come out the other side and communicate like this. It's just it's an absolute farce that I'm a human being. It's a farce that I'm a human being, or it's a farce that I'm being fucked around with by spirituality on such a level, or aliens or something else on such a level. They allow me to continue and pretend I'm still human on some level. I'll be back in a moment. And should any of my neighbours watch this one day, I feel absolutely at peace picking up a massage gun and making an absolute racket for an hour at this time of the night, on the weekend or any time, because it's going to stop my screams. And that's ultimately what you would want beyond a bit of machinery for an hour at an inappropriate time. And that's where I'm having to take them into consideration all the while being inappropriate in my actions. So what happened earlier, what I suspect happened earlier, and you, I'm speaking to you all like you don't know, I'm speaking to you on two levels. There's a part of me that believes absolutely that you're fully aware as to my experience and why, and what I'm doing and everything. Absolutely. You're, in essence, God, or a pseudo-God, or a 99% God on one level. But because of the way you got there, that's what I have come to understand, or this is where I've got to, as far as I've got to, because of how you got there. still a part of you that's very much still human. And you have to honour both elements. And I don't know how that works. 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 I don't know how and if you are able to access both parts at the same time. But when I shout and I moan at you, I'm moaning to that bit that's essentially God, that has access to something more than you should. But nonetheless, you're there and you have access to it. And at the same time, you're still human. So when I'm moaning to the part that's God in you and does nothing because of the human part. And I suppose when I'm talking through aspects of my mental health and being a little bit more communicative and on the level, speaking to the human part of you, the part that's still as it's always been. And hopefully if I keep communicating to both parts of you, I don't know, something can happen, change can happen. And that joke, really, because that's what it is, that joke within you can stop. You know, if you're really aware of where I'm at and my problems, you can help me. The whininess has come back. That's why I moan, and that's why I can communicate on the level. This is my mental health disorder, and that's how I perceive the world. Now you can see me. So earlier on, where I was screaming like a little girl. Right, I'm gonna go off on a tangent and tell you another story about my mental health today, just to settle myself, because it's a little bit of a funny story. It's very easy to tell. It might be a little bit more tangible for most of you, and I can hopefully speak through this whininess a little bit easier, and hopefully the whininess will subside a bit, and because it really does my head. So really weird day today, really hard in terms of my mental health, but the pressures have been a bit more hidden. My memory's fading me at present to really remember specifics. But I woke up this morning and I posted a load of videos, so it couldn't have been too easy. But it got to this afternoon and things were... I was unable to focus, and I was getting... because I couldn't think as a result as well. My mental health was making every little thing that I was trying to do unpleasant. I didn't wish to fight, so I took myself for a walk. went to the park, tried to, I don't know, do something in terms of exercise, but it was just not happening. It was, I was a mess, I was very weak, and it was just not the right time for it. Hard. But since yesterday, I had Sky Sports News on, and Anthony Joshua, the boxer, was on there. This might clean my whininess. Anthony Joshua, the boxer, was on Sky Sports News, and he was talking just about his experience through the lockdown. And I'm not fond of Anthony Joshua. I was once upon a time, and something happened, and I was put off by him. Nothing major. He's just in terms of my relationship to a celebrity. I either like him or I don't. I have some I don't mind, but with Anthony Joshua, I've been put off by him, and that's my how I view him. But I listened to him, no problem yesterday. He sounded on the level. I wasn't really thinking about it too much. And today comes along, and all of a sudden, I'm fighting Anthony Joshua on some sort of conscious level, and we're fighting to see who's more of the representative child of the country, sort of thing. Who does everyone look to as a representative? Me, in my mental health, somehow. My mental health wants me to think I am a representative for the country, and I'm fighting Anthony Joshua to see who wins and battles it out. Now, there was a little bit of and I'll explain to you what happened. I put on Facebook this morning, and I don't watch anything on Facebook. I don't read posts. I don't do a thing with Facebook. But lately, where I've been caught in CBT, I allow myself just to scroll through. I rest into this cycle, this repetition of going round. I don't really look at much. I don't really read beyond the first few words, but I allow myself just to fall into that cycle of going round. And I allowed myself too much. I fell into it too much, and I put on a video from my friend Alex Catchpole, and I caught a few seconds of this video, which I shouldn't have done. I should know better, because it doesn't do me any good to use Facebook at all. I haven't used it for years, but for some reason, as I said, I've just been scrolling through for a few seconds to rest. And in his video, he was saying about how he's taken a digital detox. And this came back to my video yesterday about paranoia. And this comes back to what I should know already about Facebook and YouTube and just leaving it alone most of the time. YouTube I have a healthy relationship with. But anyway, that really did stick in my head more than is normal. It was like my mental health jumped on something that was very small and stuck it into my head like a dagger. So later on in the day when I was a mess, I thought let me try and watch some YouTube videos. And one of the channels I watch is a channel on Arsenal Football Club, one of the fans' channels. And I didn't even watch the video. It's just I guess my psychosis was really bad today. It was on. It was really bad in terms of making connections to storylines I have going on in the background. And all I did was, all I had to do was see the title of the video, and that was it. That created a situation where I was fighting Anthony Joshua thereafter. The storyline. So it was something along the lines of Arsenal playing Watford. Next match, I think. And Anthony Joshua is from Watford. And something about kahunas. Because there's struggling a lot to speak. I'm very tired. I'm very beaten. Can't imagine anybody's finding this easy to watch, but I'm sorry, I'm gonna persist. I'm dead, man. I'm dead as a human. I've got nothing. I don't really want to be doing a video right now, but where my mental health has me in my life, this is the most non-destructive thing I can do. And I don't care if a soul watches. Yeah, one day I know I can possibly put this out there where it can have benefit to others with mental health problems, but let's not kid, I'm not really doing much right now. And I've got my dad with heavy breathing down my neck, disagreeing with what I'm saying on some level. I don't know where to go with this. I don't know if I should go off on a tangent to tell you how much I'm lost with life, or just continue with the story. So, Anthony Joshua's from Watford, and one of the Watford football players, he has on previous occasions criticised Arsenal of not having kahunas. And he's absolutely right. We're bollockless as a football team. We have been for years. And it's funny. It's very funny because I woke up this morning and I put a video claiming I didn't have bollocks. Like my bollocks have been cut off, and that's where I've been all day. And that's what it's felt like all day. And that's why my last video was stating I feel like a little girl, because I feel like I don't have bollocks at present. And somehow it ties in with Anthony Joshua, because he's from Watford. And when my psychosis is on one level telling me I'm putting these videos out there to Facebook and YouTube, but somehow I'm also putting it out there to the entire world. And Robbie, the presenter of this YouTube channel, is aware of the videos I've been putting out there somehow. I can't remember where it began, about who was the nation's child. I really can't remember, but either way, when I saw the title of the video about something along the lines of let's settle it once and for all, who has the bigger kahunas, in reference to Arsenal Football Club or Watford Football Club, my psychosis jumped on my tiredness, jumped on my bollockness. If I had bollocks, it wouldn't be hard to really look at it and think, what a load of shit my psychosis is trying to create a storyline for me right now. But either way, I was bollocked, and it, because two or three links, it just went and it took off. So I went for a walk. I was really tired, couldn't really exercise, and all the while I had immense pressure that I was fighting Anthony Joshua on a conscious level for who should be the country's kids. And fuck, if I had the choice, I'd just give it to him, man. It's like, I don't want to represent you all, I hate you all, you know. You've ruined my life, you've left me here, I'm alone, I have been for many years. I'm only doing this because of my own previous conditioning. I don't really resonate with the United Kingdom. I don't really resonate with Cyprus either. I'm sort of homeless. And I would have just given him the title, you know. But unfortunately, my psychosis didn't tell me the rules of the engagement, and I had to fight him. Either way, I think my uncle, which I still feel with me, still responsible, bastard, for my mental health. I think he took pity on me, that I was actually quite humble in my attitude to the day, and he gave me the answer on the way out, and it is the way I would otherwise have addressed it if I was awake today. And it was simply to go on Twitter, on his account, and put it out there in the open, you know, just say, look, I've got a mental health disorder, AJ. It's only 140 characters, I can't say Anthony Joshua, I have to say AJ. I've got a mental health disorder, AJ, and I hope you don't mind me stating, I don't like you as a celebrity. I hope you lose your next fight. But my mental health keeps telling me we're fighting on some sort of conscious level. Somehow I would have chopped this all down into 140 characters. And it really did, my mental health really made me think about what I was going to say. It didn't give me the choice to just get home and get on with it. I had to really think about it. I had to, on On some level we're fighting, AJ. I haven't actually got beef with you. It's just my mental health. I wish you good luck in life. Who knows, one day I might, if you present yourself with enough I don't know what to call it, this is it. Resolve, when you right your wrongs, I might like you again as a celebrity and I might cheer you on one day. Lots of love, Andreas. Anyway, I didn't figure out how to post on Twitter, and now I'm excellent with technology. I don't use Twitter out. So I just went on YouTube and posted it on a random video, words to that effect, and that was it. The mass amount of pressure I had on my mind that I was fighting Anthony Joshua got cleaned in an instant. Because if it comes back, what's it going to come back and say? You know, I've already addressed it. I said, you know, I didn't actually say I hope you lose. I just said I'm not a fan. And I'm as fickle as you. So who knows, one day I might follow you again. You might change my mind. Well, so how's that psychosis ever going to come back? And that's the story of how in a day I was fighting Anthony Joshua. Getting beaten the shit out of by him, I suppose. Fucking whiny voice. And in an instant, that mass pressure dissipated. I'm very ill, man. I'm very ill as a human being. I'm trying to put something positive out there to the world. My life is a living hell. I'm trying to figure out if I've got the energy to talk through my experience earlier, to put it out there to you, work out again what happened, talk it through, what happened from waking up, what happened with the twisting sensations, what happened with the pressure, what happened with my neck, my shoulder, how this has been happening for years, how I can't do anything about it. How in fact the hospitals and the medication directly causes it. And the likelihood is, on some fucked up conscious level, whether it be the reptilian overlords or the medication and the pharmaceutical industry, they're actually aware of that effect. And how lately I've been trying to combat it, and how lately the lack of sleep has made it worse, and the supplementation is fighting against it, and essentially a bit of rest and the supplementation, and you get what happened earlier. Still panicking. from what happened earlier. The anxiety in my body, it's not possible to live. At least not for myself. It's not my. It's too much for my mind. It's all congregated around this area, which makes me think the fact that I can't feel again is actually pain, and I'm receiving pain as a mixed message as anxiety, which is the likelihood if I'm honest. I found this one outside the charity shop where they chucked it out. And because I try to be egoless, and really it's all a bit fucking corrupt, the football. It's obscene. I haven't really connected with a bollocksless Arsenal team that have been pathetic for years. On some level I thought there's a remote element of humour, a remote element of consciousness, and a remote element of survival tactics, which is what I apply as a human being. So I thought I'd put it back on my fridge, regardless, even though I'm an Arsenal fan, sort of. But I don't know if you can see this. I wrote this yesterday, or the day before. I've lost track of time. And that is time starts again. Wednesday, 22nd of July. Because time stopped 20th of February 2020. This was a printout calendar I had on the internet. As I said, I'm a stingy bastard. And the irony is, the lockdown pretty much started around that time, pretty much ended around this time. So somehow, time, which is so important to me, has been interwound into the lockdown. But as you can see, I really am losing the plot, and I'm scared. I'm very, very scared. Today's experience is nothing new to me. If you watch that video, it must be horrific to watch, I can imagine. But that's my life, and it hasn't been that intense and bad for a little while. But I know it can get worse, and it can be like that near enough all of the time for me. So I really don't know what to say to this moment to address those concerns. I can see my life falling apart because I'm pretty autistic. I don't know if I've told you. Sarcasm comes out. I refrain from sarcasm at all costs. If sarcasm comes out, I'm in a bad place. Oh, God. I've totally lost course of track of what I was saying, because I am in a bad place. I don't do sarcasm. Friend of the family, a wise friend of the family, a Chinaman, told me as a young child, youngish, that sarcasm was the lowest form of humour. And I stopped. But she does this in a very, just to do it in a very light-hearted way. It doesn't suit me. I'm scared. I'm very scared because things are really hard already for me. I'm experiencing that today. I really can't comprehend them getting any worse. The slippers have helped on some level. I'm not taking the piss with them as much as I can definitely see how me holding them and showing you all and wearing them whilst on camera and wobbling all over the place, I seem to sound like I'm taking the piss on some level, but they're doing something. It's the anxiety in my body from earlier still. I know. I'm just in such a mess. The lack of bollocks, well, they were cut off this morning. Aloneness, the fact that my mental health stops me from focusing. The fact I can't feel, but if I could feel, I can't imagine it would be any better anyway, because things are very bad within my body. I want to cry on camera. I want to cry. I don't know what to do. This is not possible. This is real. It's just not possible. I'm in a coma. That's why I keep coming. reason to believe I'm in a coma. Look, the reality is, and I've got nothing to lose to state facts. The reality is that either my body is being kept alive by somebody else, someone else, or something else. And that's possible if you take into account spirituality. Either I am dead and this is an actual coma, or some sort of near-death experience, or I'm immortal. And I can say with absolute certainty, it's one of those three. My life, without a shadow of a doubt, has to be one of those three things. I guess I haven't been able to admit it until now, but if I'm honest about my life and what I've done and what I've experienced, it has to be. There's no way. And I'm going to say it on camera because my life is hell. If I don't, I'm just going to keep going around with this fucking CBT bollocks. I've diced with death a good few too many times for there not to be something else going on with my life. For it not to be one of those three things unless somebody else can come up with another plausible explanation. I didn't expect to be saying that, but hey, my life is just really that bad now. And it is that truthful, and I'm shocked that it's actually the truth. It's actually the truth that I'm either dead or immortal, or being kept alive by aliens or spirituality. Can anybody fucking believe that? You must be thinking I'm absolutely fucking mad, but I'm absolutely shocked that it's true. There is no way I could have lived this life and one of those not to be fact. It's just not. I've got to be the luckiest fucking cunt that has ever lived. So that's number 4. The luckiest cunt to have ever lived. Me, the luckiest cunt to have ever lived. If anyone actually knows me and my life, the most unluckiest bastard alive, clumsiest fucking idiot going in. I break everything. I'm a walking disaster zone. I've been like that since a kid, and there's no way I'm the luckiest bastard alive when my life is a living hell, is it? But it's a chance. So how many people have ever lived on this planet? There's 8 billion alive now. Say 9 billion. Out of 9 billion people, this idiot with this living hell of a life is the luckiest bastard to have ever lived. So that's number 4. I'm bored, man. I want science to fucking step in to figure out what's going on, because It's true. That's what I can't believe. It's true. I'm saying it out loud, and you know, I've it's been in the back of my mind, but somehow saying it out loud and putting it out there on video is shocking. Yeah, I'm really interested to hear ideas of what I should do with this, because I am desperate right now with my life. My life is a living hell. I need to make a change, and if this, which it is the case, then I would like to stop my living hell, because if I'm immortal, if you are all keeping me alive for some, or have all kept me alive, right, so if I'm immortal, then science needs to step in, and we can all start looking at the world a little bit differently. If I'm the luckiest person alive ever, then I want to know how to tap into that luck that isn't really luck. It's like a luck that keeps me from dying, but somehow creates a polarized living hell. I think science would be interested in that anyway. What was the third one? That I'm actually dead or in a coma, which is what I believe is the most plausible thing. I believe this is all a lie. I believe I am actually dead or in a coma. And if it is, it's time to start having open conversations, so I can begin to I don't know, deal with the situation, break this reality, so I can go back to my body, hopefully, my real body that's dying somewhere or in a coma somewhere, and I can wake up there, or I can just drop dead if it is a car accident or something. And there was one more. Yeah, I don't remember the last one, but I'm either in a coma, I'm either the luckiest bastard alive, but I'm in a coma. As you can see, I'm quite shocked, I'm very tired, but I'm very surprised, and I really want to just clarify this to myself. So I'm either in a coma or in a near-death experience. I'm either immortal there's one more. Oh, and the other one is that spirituality or some sort of alien force is keeping me alive. Has kept me alive. In which case, you're responsible for this living hell. Can I have a bit of compensation or a refund for your actions, please? Because you've broken me, obviously. And either way, I'm pretty sure I could be hooked up to a lie detector test now, and there's no way I couldn't tell you with absolute truth my life experiences that would justify one of those 4 experiences, 4 reasons. So please, if anyone's in touch with, the only thing that comes to mind is Richard Dawkins, who's put that £1 million challenge out there. If anyone can prove spirituality or something more than this world exists, then hey, I could become a millionaire, literally. Is that not? I don't really care about the money. I just want this fucking hell to end, man. But I am certain you could hook me up to any lie detector test, and I could tell you categorically events and causes of my life that you could not deny. You could not deny one of those 4 things. So hey, in a moment of absolute and complete and utter shock, I might have just figured out what I need to do next. Didn't expect that, did you, after the start of this video? I'm serious. Anyway, I'm also still a mess, so I'm going to end the video now. I'm going to write a little title for the video, which is crazy how it's come to what I've just stated, but let's all break reality one way or another. Fuck me, let's can't imagine you all are really enjoying life. Alright, I'll draw it there. You can see I'm tired, so